We are on a journey, and our stop is Phantasm Comics. Next week we'll stop in Newcomb Comics, and we might stop in a Funko store. So we have a couple of weeks of this to do. Our first stop is Phantasm Comics. It has a Dazzle poster, which right away makes us it's cool. Let's see what's inside. So as you saw from the opening, Cassidy and I visited Phantasm Comics in New Hope, Pennsylvania. This is actually going to be the first of 4 videos. We visited 4 different stores, 2 comic stores, a thrift store, and a Funko Pop store on our little adventure on a Saturday in New Hope, Pennsylvania. So Phantasm Comics is right on the strip in New Hope, so it's surrounded by all other what's the best word for those kind of stores?
Shops.
They're like upscale shops more like anything else.
Sure.
There's like
boutiques.
Like boutique, perfect. Like boutiques.
Okay.
There was a lot of guys with beards and
tattoos.
Yes, yeah. A lot of tattoos.
Like simplified, old-fashioned tattoos.
Yes.
I got what you're talking about.
So a lot of octopus tattoos.
Yep. Okay.
So there you go. So that's what it was.
Right.
So this shop is nestled right in the middle of all of this, and it was nice. It really was a nice shop. I spent some time looking through comic bins. What do I do when I go into a comic book shop?
Find dollar bins.
Find dollar bins. There were dollar bins there, so I looked through the dollar bins. But they had a lot of really cool toys along with the comic books. Like stuff that appeals to us. Like they had the Big Trouble in Little China Lightning doll. Which we've spoken about before.
Oh, yeah, that they only made the one. It's from Loyal Subjects?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, we talked about it during the podcast
we have
years ago.
Talked about it before. It's for some reason they only made one from the movie.
Just the character Lightning.
Yeah, I don't understand. We still haven't been able to figure out why. Maybe we'll do a video on that. We'll contact them.
Still very strange to start with Lightning and not Jack
Yes,
Burton.
exactly.
Like, I can see them making one Jack Burton figure.
Right. It still never doesn't make sense. And we love Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I see that. That's why there was tons of other toys in it, but I focus on the things that we love, and Big Trouble in Little China is something we love, and they had Lightning. They had a Sideshow has a Stan Lee figure.
Oh yeah.
from Thor Ragnarok, the character that he played in Thor Ragnarok. It's like this
he
big.
was the
It's
the,
huge.
the barber.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I had no idea it existed until I saw it in the store.
No, why would it?
And it's I mean, it's really
weird.
it's really big, but
Yeah.
looks fantastic. They also had I didn't even realize they were out yet. The NECA Ben Cooper Halloween costume figures.
I didn't think those were out.
Those are out.
Oh,
$21.99 each. They had
Those are
all of
great.
them. They look fantastic. If you haven't seen them before, here's a picture of them.
They look awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Those are the costumes we had when we were kids. They bring back so many memories.
Super 7 has a Halloween line that's similar, but it's not
Yes.
specifically Ben Cooper. Yeah.
NECA is Ben Cooper.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And they look very similar. Both
They do
lines,
look similar. Yeah, I like the Super 7 Misfits one. That's
Yes.
that little pink one. Yeah.
I don't know where I would put them. I may get them actually. I may,
There's plenty of room
yeah.
here.
I may just buy them as Halloween decorations is what I'm thinking about doing.
The NECA figures?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So along with toys and comic books, they also had something that most comic shops don't have. They had a lot of cards.
Oh.
Not sports cards,
Oh, but like collector's cards, yeah.
collector's cards. Pokemon, absolutely, but they had like Marvel cards, and they had DC cards, and they had other comic book cards. Like they had a whole binder filled with Marvel Comics cards, and I just was flipping through them, and the prices were reasonable, like $2-3 a card. They also had a bin like a comic book bin, but with cards, and I was spent time flipping through those. I didn't buy any loose cards. I want to, but I want to really pigeonhole my card collecting. I don't just want to buy. I want to buy specific characters. So I'm gonna look at what characters I want to buy. Probably gonna be the Thing, and probably Iron Fist is probably what I'm gonna focus on.
I think it's gone, but I used to have a complete collection of the Jim Lee X-Men cards.
Yeah.
From 90 or 91.
Oh, and they're worth good money now.
Also had a full set of, I think it was 88 or 87, somewhere on there. They came out with a set of Star Trek, the original series. They had a card for every episode.
So what they do is like with what they've been doing in the last couple of years with the Marvel and DC cards is they call them rookie cards. Like the first card that
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like Deadpool's rookie card is with X-Force in the comic. It came with the card, so it's weird. But I've never seen this in the comic shop. I've never really seen such a assortment of cards.
Yeah.
And they had a case filled with, I guess, the more expensive stuff in the store. And there were some really high-end cards in there. There was a Carnage card, a 1994 Fleer Masterworks, a Power Blast. Power Blast, it was a chrome. Card was $70.
Really?
For a single card.
Wow.
Yeah. And they had an old Fantastic Four card from 1967. It was a Philadelphia gum stickers.
Nice.
And it was really cool looking. That was $30. It's had Reed and Sue on it, and Sue's saying, "I thought I told you to take out the garbage." So it was like, I spent a lot of time just looking around.
That's very 60s, like.
Yeah, and it was 1967, and there you go. And it's funny because we had lunch, and the comic store was right next door to the restaurant we went into, and so Cassidy and Peggy got dessert, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go start looking in the comic store, and it was a good idea. In that case too, they had something I thought you would like. They had a Man Killer VHS tape.
You showed me that, and you know what? It occurs to me, I am familiar with that movie, but I know it through another YouTube channel that I watched a short summary.
I knew you would know it. As soon as I said, I know that's something that Brian would. It's the 80s exploitation movie.
Absolutely, and it's a beaut.
Boobs and guns.
Boobs and guns. Yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, oh wow! I was like, that's interesting to have in a case. They also had something that
if you're a collector too.
Yeah.
They just had the box.
No, they had the tape.
Or the VHS tape.
They had the VHS tape. So along with that, they had something else, and I think maybe you're going to have to come visit. So they had a bunch of foreign movie posters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For American films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rambo was one of
Nice.
them. One of the Sword and Sorcerer movies. And I was like, they had such a nice assortment of different things in the store. And I understand why, because it's New Hope, it has to be a little eclectic.
Yeah, sure.
So they had your comic book area, and they had like other stuff that I would think most of the people that shop there are not comic book fans. They walk by as they're in New Hope, and they say, "Oh, let's go look in the comic shop and see what they have."
Yeah.
And that's how they make their sales.
Yeah.
And in the front, the first thing that you see when you walk in, they have the Scotty Young the poster from his new thing, the Big Marvels.
Oh.
I didn't know there was a post for it. I should have asked how much it was.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, that would. Yeah.
We're actually going to interview the owner in a week or so I'll ask him, where he got that. But of course, when we were there, I bought stuff because I go in a comic shop. I have to buy comics. So the person working there was fantastic. I believe her name was Erin. She was wonderful. It was just a really nice. Like, I was in there longest. There were people in and out who were shopping in it, but I was in there for a good, half hour, 40 minutes. And I bought a stack of comics.
Nice.
As always. So let's see what I bought. I was filling in some of the missing pieces. Alpha Flight 52.
Excuse me.
Alpha Flight 55. They had a bunch of dollar bins.
Iron Man on the cover?
They had, I don't think so.
No.
They had a bunch of dollar bins. They had a bunch of, more expensive comics, but I didn't have a lot of time. Alpha Flight 56. This is key number 1. This is the first appearance of the Dream Queen. Mm-hmm. So there you go. I got a key in the dollar bin. Nice. I love when that happens.
Oh, that's the new event.
Yeah, Uncanny Avengers number 1. Don't really know anything about the series. It was in the dollar bin. I thought, you know what? I'm here. Let me pick it up.
It's actually not bad.
Not bad?
It's about a Avengers team that's part mutants, part regular
heroes. So Wolverine is?
Yeah, in order to improve the mutant profile.
Oh, there you go. Wolverine, Havoc, Rogue, right?
Right.
All right. I didn't know anything about it. Still hitting my New Warriors. New Warriors 56. I think I only have to get the last 20 issues.
I like that cover.
So. Yeah. My latest run.
Oh, JLA. I have that one.
Bunch of these.
The key.
JLA 9. JLA 11.
Oh, that's the Rock of Ages story.
JLA
cool.
15.
That's a good one.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, Rock of Ages.
Like the cover. I love the cover.
Yeah.
2 Lex Luthor covers. JLA 18. I think I complete this run by the end of summer.
Yeah.
JLA 20.
Mystery in Space on there, too. That's great.
Yeah, Adam Strange doesn't appear enough on there.
Adam Strange doesn't appear enough, period.
I know. He should be more in. He should like a limited series.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
24. 25. This is key number 2. This is General Elling becomes Shaggy Man.
Oh, right.
He becomes a Shaggy Man at some point. It's in this issue. We talked about that.
Yeah, but he was the Shaggy Man earlier, but in this continuity, I guess.
He becomes the Shaggy Man.
This is post-crisis continuity.
He becomes Shaggy Man again.
He's like a giant,
Shaggy Man.
Hulky dude.
With hair all over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this.
No, but General Ealing himself was already...
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
JLA 33.
Nice.
I'm going to finish this run. JLA 37.
World War III is a really good run.
Does it run in anything? It's just in this, right?
It's just JLA, yeah, but it's really good.
JLA 41. Nice cover, too. That's a really cool cover.
That is a really good one.
There's Mr. Miracle, one of my favorites. He doesn't appear nearly enough either. JLA 51. JLA 57. JLA 58. JLA 59.
Wow.
I did a huge JLA run.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They had them in a row, so I was like, I gotta buy them. That's it for JLA. This one I had already. That? It's a variant cover.
That's brilliant.
Right?
Yeah.
It looked like an old 60s monster movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool.
That is fantastic.
I like variant covers too.
Yeah.
In the dollar bin,
it has a great Plan 9 feel to it. Yeah.
Superman has a monster attacking.
So good.
And then I am going to start collecting the Teen Titans. So they had a couple of this run, which is the second new Teen Titans. There was new Teen Titans in the 80s, and this is new Teen Titans in the 90s. This is issue number 3. Nice. That's with Jericho. Issue number 5. This is key number 3. This is the death of Trigon.
Oh.
Which I thought was funny because Trigon appears for the first time in issue number 5 in the first series.
And he dies in number 5 in the second.
That was pretty done on purpose. New Teen Titans number 7. This is key number 4. First appearance of Thea. I believe that's Thea right there.
Good cover.
Yeah, these are really Wolfman and Perez, I believe. Yeah. That's why I want to get him
this
too.
one is what's his name? Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Love.
Who, by the way, if there's any artist who's unsung, and doesn't have any credit.
He's getting credit right now because they're doing a whole bunch of variant covers from his work right now.
Oh, really?
This month that starts his variant cover.
Oh, good, because he's really good, and you don't hear a lot.
And
I've
met him at a show. He's really nice too.
Yeah.
New Teen Titans number 8. New Teen Titans number 9. This is key number 5. The first appearance of Cole. There was a bunch of keys in these New Teen Titans. I don't know who Cole is, so I'll get there. And the New Teen Titans number 50. So that's my haul from there. But it's not the only... I didn't only buy comics because I was in a store that was littered with cards. So
cards.
I bought some cards.
You need some binders.
No, I didn't buy individual cards. And I bought a pack of cards for you.
Oh my god, another gift for me.
Judge Dredd.
Oh.
And I bought a pack of cards for me, Milestone.
Oh,
they had them hanging up behind the counter like this, like a whole bunch of different ones. And
Are these?
I bought one for
these
me.
aren't new, right?
No, 1990 something. So I figured
God.
we're going to take a minute. Brian's going to open his cards and see what he gets.
Well, okay. Let's see what we got.
And then I will open my cards as he opens them, and then we'll look and see what we got.
Again, this is the Judge Dredd cards from Edge.
Mine are Skybox, Milestone, the DC line.
It's the Judge Dredd The Epics. This means it probably references some of the longer stories like Apocalypse War.
You think so?
Maybe. Cursed Earth, things like that. Let's see. And look at that. I said Apocalypse War. The first thing
There you go.
is Apocalypse War. Oops.
I'll show you cards.
Yeah, I am. I had a little trouble separating these here. There we go. All right, so there's an Apocalypse War card right there. If you're familiar with Dredd, that's a long storyline about a war between Mega City 1 and the Soviet bloc.
Oh, you know what?
You have the stub gun. Judge Hershey, one of the famous judges working with Dredd. Judge Death. This is a Judge Death card.
Who's doing the art on them? Do you have any idea? They look familiar to you? It probably doesn't say it.
I don't know, but that looks like I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure.
All right, we'll have to look. I saw them. I thought they'd be cool.
That could be what's his name? Who did V for Vendetta? I actually have artwork by him at home.
It looks.
I don't remember his name. Yeah. Sleep of the Just.
Judge Death.
Yeah. Fighting Judge Death. And what else we got here? The Judge Child Quest. That's another long storyline. Oz. I'm not familiar with that one, but that's like
interesting
classic
outfit.
Dredd art. And another one from Oz.
All right, you have to look up Oz.
Nice. So
Cool.
yeah, a bunch of references to some longer storylines there.
Good.
In the old Judge Dredd comics.
And I got some Milestone comics. First one is of a Milestone artist, Dwayne McDuffie. He passed away, right? Pretty sure.
I don't know.
Fade, which is one of the characters.
Nice.
I guess these are just the characters.
Blitzen.
Blitzen, which is a previous episode I bought the first appearance of her in one of the other ones. This looks like a puzzle piece. Yep. From the Blood Syndicate. It's a puzzle piece for the Blood Syndicate.
Nice.
This is Flashback. I'm not too familiar with all the characters from there. One of the villains, Queen 9.
You have to do a whole
I gotta do a whole video on it.
history of Milestone.
Because they're out now again. I keep buying the comics. Icon, and finally Third Rail. So they had
Cool.
two packs of cards. I bought one for me, one for Brian.
Thank you.
Just a little something different. I rarely ever see old packs at comic book shops, so I figure if I see them from now on and they're not too expensive, I'm going to start buying them every once in a while.
Very cool.
We'll figure out something with them, but that's our first video from our New Hope trip. Make sure you subscribe and like, share this with someone else so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're going to visit another comic book store owned by the same guy who owns Phantasm Comics called NeW Comics. Stay tuned for that. That will be next weekend. Thanks for watching. Love what you collect.
Collect what you love.
We'll see you next time.
We would be honored if you would join us.